Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be talking all about sinking funds, my sinking funds, what they are, what I'm funding, how I got here, because at the beginning when I heard of sinking funds I had multiple and they were just eating up my budget and I had to really pinpoint what was important. So that's why I think sometimes sinking funds can be fearful, but I wanted to officially introduce to you guys what I'm funding, what I think will be important, and what my sinking funds are when I think of them. All right, firstly, if this is your first time even hearing the term sinking funds, let me explain what they are, or at least what they mean to me. Sinking funds I think of are things where you know something is going to happen, you just don't know when that is going to happen, and you're trying to save up money for an event or something that you know will eventually come. So that is what I think of when I hear my sinking funds, and I keep them all in this binder, and today we're going to go through it so we can see what I am funding. So first sinking fund that I have in the binder is going to be my car maintenance sinking fund. This I realized that I needed when I had my old car, and like she always broke down and she was constantly in the shop, constantly had to get rental cars just while she was in the shop. And then I realized that cars are an expense and it would always just come out of nowhere. So I decided, even when I got my new car, to continue this sinking fund because I know she'll need an oil change, or she'll need a car wash, or new windshield wipers. She still needs her registration. So all of those things I know are going to come, I just don't know when. So that's why I'm funding this, and my goal is to put $40 every month into this sinking fund, and I don't have like an end amount, I just want to continuously stuff it. So next is my Christmas. I know Christmas is always going to come, and this is going to be my first time like actually having some money set aside, so I think this is going to be nice. This is the same thing, I want to try and put $40 away. I normally don't need like a set amount at the end of Christmas. People just get whatever I can afford at the moment. So at least I'll have something. So that's why I like this one. Next, I have annual subscription. And this one I'm real excited about. I started thinking about this when I was watching Dave Ramsey, and he said something along the lines like, I might not get it completely right, but he said something like, broke people always ask like how much is it, just to make sure that they can cover the monthly payment, and then rich people ask like how much does it actually cost. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he said, but that's how I interpret it. And then it made me start to think, all my annual subscriptions, like my Netflix, my Hulu, my Apple Music, if I can pay that at the beginning of every year and then not even have to worry about that in my budget, that would be nice. And then half of the time, if you pay it up front for the whole annual fee, you save more than you would if you're paying it every month. So come January, I'm trying to have this funded so that all of my subscriptions will be paid for the month, and then for the year, and then I won't even have to bother with it, which is fabulous. And I plan on taking advantage of the magic month, which is, if you don't know what that is, I'm bi-weekly, so it'll be a month where we get paid 3 times in 1 month as opposed to the 2 times. And that works great for me in terms of like my rent, because then that last 3rd month I won't have to pay rent, because then I can still fund it for next month. And that little money I'm going to put aside for these annual subscriptions, so that will be nice. Next, I have gifts. Gifts are nice because I have birthdays, I have weddings, I have baby showers, Father's Day, Mother's Day, all these things that come up, and I don't want to have to account for it in my budget. So I just want to stuff it and fund it for a little bit, and then when that eventually comes, I will have some cash that I can put away just to buy some people just little things. And every month I have a goal of putting $20 a month in here, and that should be good. Next is my medical. Now this I knew I needed when I recently got my wisdom teeth taken out. I never thought of like all the doctor appointments and all the prescriptions, because I also buy prescriptions like every 3 months, And I never realized that I'm paying these things unexpectedly until I went through my budget, and then that's when I realized, okay, let me just start a sinking fund for it so that I'm not surprised and I always have something. Like, even if whatever I have in this folder in this envelope doesn't cover my entire medical copay or anything, something is better than nothing, and that's why I want to get a jump start on it. So every month I want to put $20 in here and start building that up and see where it goes. So next, I have vacation. Now, this was being funded because I had 3 vacations that were coming up, and this was before I decided, you know, my debt-free journey, because now I'm not doing any more vacations, or at least I'm not trying to. But with this pandemic, it canceled all 3 of my vacations, and I still have the money for it. It's not currently in here, but I do have the envelope set aside because I was recently supposed to go on a vacation this April, but I didn't, and I was still cash flowing all of my vacations because I did not want to drive myself more in debt. So I still have money in the envelope for them, and since I know most of these vacations got pushed to next year, I'm just going to keep the money that I have in these envelopes and just put it into this vacation folder, and I won't be funding this probably even for the rest of the year, just because I'm not going anywhere. But I just want to put the money in there that I already saved and just roll it over to next year and see how things go. And then the last envelope in here is my debt snowball, and this is just all the money I put at the end of the month that I can put towards my extra debt payment. And those are my only sinking funds. I cut them down a lot because I just saw no point in all of my money going every which way, but I'm very happy with the ones I have left. They feel like they're important to me and I need all of them. So I just wanted to introduce this video so you guys know when you see my sinking funds, what they are and what I am funding. So hopefully this was enlightening for someone. They learned something, or I encourage them to at least do sinking funds. I do love them. I just knew I had to be mindful that I was just doing too many sinking funds. But that is it. That's all I have for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can see my journey and where I'm going to next. So until next time, guys, thanks. Bye.